Okay, well, with us from Texas is the former White House policy advisor, Oliver McGee. Oliver, thanks a lot for joining us this morning. Which way is this going to go?
I'm going to predict tonight with you, Kimberly, that Trump takes both houses. This
Let me
is,
just jump in there and say that you are a Republican, right? You used to be a Democrat, and now you're a Republican.
yes.
Okay.
I think that this economy is the biggest story in 2018. We have 3 out of 10 Democrats, 9 out of 10 Republicans, 5 out of 10 independents who feel that they are better off now than they were 2 years ago. And most of the time in midterm elections, people vote their pocketbooks and wallets. So that's what we're going to see tomorrow, both houses to Trump.
Okay, so that is what Oliver McGee says. Both houses to Mr. Trump. Okay, you said people vote via their pocketbooks or vote their pocketbooks. But if you look at what's coming out of from the Democrats, there's a lot of women out there who are saying that they don't like his policy. A lot of women saying that they don't like how he's reacted to the Me Too movement, and a lot of people saying that that is the mobilizing force behind the Democrats. These women are going to come out in force. The young people are going to come out in force. And when the Democrats come out, they tend to outvote the Republicans.
Well, we saw that last time in 2016 when Hillary was on the ballot. But what happened is she didn't show up in Wisconsin or Michigan nor not even in Ohio in the Rust Belt states. And we got 3.7% unemployment. 3.1% wages are up in the Rust Belt states. And guess who's showing up at the Rust Belt states? Donald Trump. Hillary's not on the ballot. But guess what, surprisingly, who is also showing up? Barack Obama. So this is basically a referendum on Barack Obama's 8 years for Trump's 2 years of success. I think
a lot of people saying it's a referendum on Donald Trump's presidency.
Yeah, they're looking more at style, but not substance. And I think that's the media. But folks at home who are showing up at those rallies, Kimberly, they're looking at substance, and they are saying, we're liking how we feel right now. The Investor Business Daily poll today, which was the most accurate poll in 2016 and the most accurate poll in the midterm, says this is both houses to Trump. And that's why I'm so confident in sharing that with you today.
What usually happens at midterms, though?
Midterms are usually about the economy. It's always about how you feel better off. Do you feel better off now than you did when you first elected the president? And right now, with $10 trillion in brand new wealth and 4 million new jobs, mostly to blue collar workers, surprisingly, the 250,000 jobs that were created in October, most of them went to blue collar workers in the Rust Belt states. That's where breadbasket of America can. Kimberly, and that's where the heart of American voting is. I think we oftentimes seen in the past that midterms usually switch, but that's if people feel bad, if they feel worse off. But right now, everybody feels good. So I think people are going to say, we don't want to change. Why would we want to put in Nancy Pelosi in the House so that she can start impeaching and reversing the 2016 election that made us better off? We always vote our best interests when we go into the midterms.
Do you think that is a risk, that if the Democrats do take Congress, there is a risk that they will work to impeach Donald Trump?
I believe they will. They'll go into, they're so mad at him. They're so mad at the 2016 election that they lost that what they want to do is they want to vote for the presidential personality. But the American people on the other side are voting for the presidential substance. We like how Trump feels really, really good. And he has a Christmas gift for us. He's going to have some trade talks with China and possibly get China in the trade deals to buy oil from us and not Iran. That is a big boondoggle of a boom that will send this economy into the stratosphere if we were able to attain that excellent trade deal.
You know, looking from where we are, obviously we focus a lot on the foreign policy coming out of the States. How much do Donald Trump's base, do the majority of voters look to foreign policy at a time like this?
Well, I think what they like about is buy America, sell America, trust America, and build that wall to protect America. I think they're really, really interested in how the America First policy is making other countries feel about America, prominence and prosperity, American power, and more importantly, America free trade, and how it's working with the president to get the American interest on board. This is a president that is clearly saying since Ronald Reagan that I'm a president about the American interest. And the voters he's meeting on the rallies at 10,000 a pop are all saying, keep going, Donald Trump. We like it. Build that wall, protect the border, and also protect stressed national incomes. And also keep that economy growing. Fast capital, fast technology, fast growth for fast trade.
We've been seeing, we saw pictures of Missouri. Donald Trump is still there, I think, in Missouri, wrapping up his campaign, his election campaign. He was in Indiana, he was in Ohio. Do you think that perhaps you could look at that? He's not even up for re-election, but you could look at that as a bit of panic from the White House.
Oh, absolutely not. What the Kavanaugh hearings did, Kimberly, as we discussed before many times often, they put Trump on the ballot. The Kavanaugh hearings was a circus. American people said, we do not want that to happen again by switching to a House that's going to give us more circuits. This election is about POTUS and SCOTUS, and we're not going to go on the right and give that opportunity away from President Trump. More importantly, what he's doing is he likes to rally. He rallied all the way to the last minute in 2016 election, and every time he brings on those rallies, they are wonderful shows. They're wonderful pictures. That's what you're supposed to do in close the deal, making sure that you have lots of people with lots of enthusiasm ready to go to the polls. If people wait for hours, Kimberly, to see President Trump, they will wait for hours to vote for President Trump. That's the takeaway for tonight.
Okay, and also the takeaway, obviously you are a Republican, but you have said that it's all going the Republican way, Oliver, so we're going to hold that to you, and I'm sure we will speak to you in the coming days.
Yes, and I'm very much so. If I'm wrong, I'll say why.
Oliver, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure, Kimberly. Thank you for having me.